as a love mentor, as a success mentor, as a life coach. After yesterday live, I still want to check it out and really investigate more and more why people getting married. What is the biggest reason what people do get married? And actually, I was Googling, I was looking through the, all scientific proofs and all interesting kind of data was done. And actually, I found many reasons why people getting married. But the funniest part, it was actually the last part is actually love. The mostly was completely different things what I don't even knew, but that's why people consider and getting married. So the biggest thing is actually the number one reason why people getting married is actually fear. Fear to get on their own, to lose, not to get in the right time in the right boat, like people say, in the love train. The fear to miss out, the fear to, if I'm not getting married now, oh my God, something will happen and I will stay on my own. No, this kind of fear of people, but they really worry about, oh my God, if I not get married, that's it. And what is it? What is this fear? It's actually coming mostly from pressure from society, from all this kind of what we supposed to do. It's like we born and we have all this plan, somebody done it for us. Like we don't even have the plan when we living. When we born, what is happens? Oh, you have to go to the children garden, then you have to go to the school, then preschool, then school, then after school you have to go to college, then after it's like everything have to. And then when you later in life you're saying, wait a minute, did I live my life because this way I want it? Or I lived my life because somebody always was telling me what should I do because everybody does that. And that's the biggest kind of fear with people having, because if they will miss this lifeboat of love, like love. And that's what I'm saying, when I looked on every part of what is the biggest reason, love was the last. Imagine, it was 20 reasons. This is, I was looking, the one I took from Google, it was 21 reasons, and actually it was the last one was love. Nobody really getting married because of love. Huh? Is this not what I'm supposed to be doing? And that's what really was make me kind of, I want more to research why people getting married. So if you can write it down, comment, why did you got married? I would love to see, is there any people getting married with love, for love? I don't know. Another reason was, desperation, like they desperate to have someone because, oh my God, if not this, again, this missing, if somebody, so all boyfriends will be gone from this village, and especially like a long time ago, like people was living and nearly knowing each other and all that. So parents went and made the connections and all kind of preset marriages to make sure, whew, done. This one is booked, that one is booked. Okay, now it's perfect. Like kids don't even know who is the future husband or wife. And then a huge part playing is the security. As I was talking yesterday as well, as many women getting married, men not much. No, men, they don't really care about security, but women especially, they afraid, kind of what happened if I want to leave my house and I don't want to be anymore with parents or something like that. And they're thinking, oh, if I will be with a man, so men will look after me, but it's not always happens like that. Well, it did not happen to me anyway. And many women, single women who's actually left with more, can I say, luggages after marriage, or maybe just after being together for some long time. like maybe not long time, like getting pregnant and all that, and actually the man didn't bring security at all. It's actually opposite. They got more full hands than was would be without men, and then now they have to look not after themselves, but actually after the baby. And that many, like, if you don't know, I actually needs to Google again to look into the statistics, how many women separating or left being as a single moms, never getting married, because man not was planning to get married, he just wanted to have fun, but whoops, they got pregnant, and now the security completely gone, because it's not like she's not secure with the man, but actually man gone, and she had to worry more about the new life. So security is actually just a crap, really. Boredom, that was very funny, because how bored you have to be to go and get married. Was for me new. Tell me, are you in any of these reasons? Or would you say, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm kind of bored. Let's get married. Okay. That's something completely not. And then many women don't know what to do with themselves. Like, they don't like school. They don't really want to go to college. Not all of them can, especially before not all of them could, because parents knew, no way, I will look after my 5 kids or 6 or 10 and let everybody go to college. Let's get them married and out of the house. And that was the kind of pressure from parents to get girls out into another house, kind of. So that was pressure from parents and from all society. And of course, the religion. As we know now, it's less and less is this things what, you have to be married in the church and all that to live with a man. And I actually have one kind of my friend, like not that friend, but I know her. And we work together, and she built a house together with a man. But she not went to live in there till they not got married. In the beginning, I was like, you're mad. I was like, whoa, you're a mad one, but she was so strict for that. Of course, the religion was for her must be very important, and parents and all. And they never slept till they not lived together, married in the house, but they built together. I was admiring her power, really, because other part of society is actually pushing, like I remember I had some girls who actually was wanted to hold on to the virginity till 18, till, and they actually was pushed by others. Do you want to help you? Do you want to help you? Because I think this is bothering you. I think this is like you are like only one in all this place who's still virgin. And for everybody was like nearly like, we need to do it, because she, it's like unreal. As now is younger and younger teenagers, girls and all, having sex and all that just to be sure what they, just losing it with no any respect to themselves. And of course, men don't respect any of that part, because they just want to have fun. They don't care. But actually, I know women who's actually was very strong and saying no till 18. And I was really admiring them. And I think that's why it is beauty. What you have to know and respect your body and love your body. Nobody else will if you not. And actually was amazed like how was different, and how was big society's pressure, like I said, for young ones to kind of nearly, come on, let's do it. I can help you out. If you don't have anybody, it's like problem if you are, it's like something not right. And like I said, the religion is really pushing a lot for girls and boys. And it was kind of more later before. Now, not much people looking into religion. And actually, I think some part maybe is not right, but that's not for me to say. And then many of people getting married for tax breaks. And I know actually many men saying, oh, let's get married because taxes needs to be fixed, so I don't want to, because it's big taxes when you are single. What? And imagine, like I said, I'm looking at 21 reasons to get married, and love was on the last dot. Like, last point is love. Wow. Like, this is like new word for me. I thought it's only me doing, was not lucky or something like that. But when I'm look at this, I did not have any of these reasons. I thought it was love. I thought, at the same time, I was pushed into it. But no way, when I'm looking how many people having different reasons to get married, and then they wonder why my marriage did not last, blaming somebody else because they was not in there for love. They was like for fear, or they was for desperation, or they for security, and oops, security didn't happen, so now you are a terrible person. You didn't give me the security, because it's not for everybody happens. But good work, good job, good this, good that, and then good house and big house. Of course, women want huge houses and all that. And then when it's not happens what they wanted, and is nothing to show up for the girlfriends, and most of them already married and having kids, then it's trouble for them, because they wanted to just show up how cool I am, and how lucky I am. Look how he loves me. He bought me a big house. This is love? I don't know. And then when it's 2008 came, of the time of recession, was the time when the most people got divorced, because they noticed what actually man is not that fun when there's no money coming in. And especially all the builders and all people who did had money, like all big kind of companies, all bosses and all. And then all businesses was going down, and then whoops, man is not doing anymore what he was doing for years and years. And they think, "Oh, I don't love him. I was really loving his money, but not him." And then many divorces went through that time on 2008 recession. So maybe it's you. So, this is the point to look why people got married, and then why is there so many divorces in life, in world? Because it's not love was the reason. And I'm looking at this, and I was actually shocked. And then a lot getting married because of migration, immigration, for to get a card, or to get a, an European passport. I was approached many times to get married, to marry me, like with Indians and with all different kinds. And they actually saying good with money. I'm like, okay, that's maybe the point. But no, and then many people getting married because of career. In the many career kind of occupations, if you're not married, like I was saying another day, like actually presidents and all, they have to have wives. And if they're not married, if they can't show successful marriage, we are so perfect, and we know what it mean to have, family, and we will look after families, for votings and for all the kind of stuff. So career is kind of another concept. What for career people, like men especially, is saying, oh, I better get married, because I'm, people normally like person who is married, so that means he's responsible, he's all this and that. And then health insurance. A lot of people actually using a health insurance for marriage. What is this crap? When I'm looking, I'm like, oh my god, like, is this world about love to get married, or just because of some reason? Like, seriously wrong. And then of course many people getting married for money, as I was saying, for money and to look after kids. And many women kind of having kids maybe already with someone or something or before, and they're really saying, you know what, only one way I will survive is to get married. And of course many times kids is not happy, and herself is not happy, because marriage didn't happen with love. It actually was built on money. And of course, men always being very abusive, very strong, kind of say strict because they are not his kids, and he just wants something what he was looking from this woman, I don't know, cooking and cleaning or whatever. But again, love is not there. And of course, for many people, happens when they get, pregnant girls, and they're getting married just because of that. And this was my mom's biggest kind of fear, and actually my own biggest fear too. Just don't want to be married because I was have to take you because you become pregnant. So was like something, because in my country, in Lithuania, was very, very big, kind of boom of girls getting pregnant, like young ones. Like I said, I got married 21, and my friends was already having 2 kids. Like what, you know? And I noticed what many people was nearly saying. So you don't have a kid yet? It's like I'm getting older, 21. Whoa, I'm like thinking about different world. I don't know how different I'm looking at my life before when I'm looking at all this. It's like seriously funny. And of course, many just being kind of stay in this love butterfly thing about sex, about, we can have free now sex and having making love and all that. But of course, that part, it goes away, and then they stuck with each other. And that was one reason to get married, but actually many of that is the reason why they breaking up. So all these things was very interesting for myself to see why people getting married, and is this keeping them for forever? And it's not. If there's no love, if there's no respect, if there's no real need and want to be together, like no way that could be. Like fear, like how can you build anything on fear? No way. Because being with some, like say, men who don't love you, it will create a lot more fear. That's how I was living, in the fear of anything and everything. Like, you don't know what will be next. You don't know what you've done wrong. You don't know why you done this. And you don't know will you get it, in trouble because you back home 5 minutes late or something like that. Like, that's not a reason to get married. Fear is actually run if you want to get married because of fear to lose something, or, but actually you can end up in being a bigger fear. And actually that's why it's my biggest kind of tip today. If you afraid of something, or if you getting married or planning or looking for man because of something but not love, you actually will get it. If you're getting married because you're afraid of something, you will get that, because that's where your energy goes. If you getting married to get a better career, you will get so big that career, but will take over everything, and you will forget about your family at all. Like that's so many times happens. Did you not notice? But if career people getting married and all that, then they divorce because they never see the daddy or husband. Because that's what is attract. What you're afraid of the most, you will attract. And that was really my biggest attraction must be. I attract all what I was worried. I was worried what I'm not will be good enough. And then of course I was worried what he not will be good enough. And of course I got all of that. Because first I was too young. Second, I never wanted to get married. I was kind of pushed in a nice way. But then this is not was something what you want. Now I know I want it my way. I want it like that way and this way. And two of us know what we want. At that time, I did not know at all what I want. I knew, but I was not daring to say even, because it was look like, are you crazy? That's stupid. Who wants that? Me? But I always was a little bit different, so I think that makes me good to be that way, but not for everybody. Other people want what I would be normal. Get married, get kids, be a good wife, and forget about everything. Sorry, but that's not me, because I want to be creator. I want to be designer. What I am. I want to be free to create. I want to be free, do whatever I want. And if I feel I am in the golden gauge, it could be golden, that gauge. I want to get out. And that's exactly how I felt, because I am just that type of person who wants to be free. And if you feel the same, maybe we should talk, because more you will be sitting in that cage, what is not making you any happier, one day something will be broken, or the cage or your heart. And that's not nice feeling. And we better maybe could avoid that. So maybe let's have a chat, book your free consultation, little chat, your future planning session, and we will see how maybe what you planning to get married is not a reason why. And actually many people, they canceling the marriages, and they actually becoming stronger, and only then they getting married. Because many times it's better to say no now, and then stand on your 2 feet and know, you know what, now this is what yeah, that's exactly what I want. And then everybody a lot more happier. And actually marriages goes longer, because it's built on the proper bricks, or not fear, or not like desperation and pressure and tax breaks. What? I talk to you tomorrow, and if you want some question to ask, to ask in private message, and I will answer tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening, and I talk to you tomorrow at the same time. Loads of love.